All right, what's going on, folks? How's it going? We're going to be talking about Linux gaming and why it is the worst operating system for gaming. And when I say worst, I totally mean worst. I'm talking Windows is obviously better. Even Mac OS is better. I'd rather game on FreeBSD, and I don't mean the Mac. So we're going to talk about why Linux gaming sucks in this video right here. If you think you'll be playing fighting games to prepare for your next Evo tournament on Linux, the only thing you'll be fighting is Linux itself to get it to work. If you think you'll be playing Japanese role-playing games on Linux, the only role you'll be playing is that of a hacker in Japan. If you are looking for episodic story narrative driven games, the only episode you'll have and the only story you'll be able to tell is how hard Linux was to game on. If you think you'll be playing dystopian cyberpunk adventure games on Linux, the only thing that will be dystopian is your outlook on life after trying to get games to work on Linux. If you think you'll be playing horror games on Linux, the only horror is you'll realize you wasted your time trying to get games to work on Linux.
3,000 aren't spoken by the children. So that in one generation, we're going to have our cultural diversity. He went on to say that every 2 weeks, an elder goes to the grave carrying the last spoken word of that culture.
If you think you'll be playing driving games on Linux, the only thing you'll realize is that you've been driven insane by trying to game on Linux. if you ever think you'll be playing RTS games on Linux, the only thing you'll be strategizing in real time is your exit from Linux. And if you think you're going to be playing any of the following games on Linux, you are sadly mistaken. Not going to happen. Alright, so now that you watched 8.5 minutes of sarcasm, all these games were played, recorded with, and on Linux. So here's the thing. Linux gaming right now is an amazing experience compared to what it was many years ago. The mentality to this video, though, was taken in a different light. This video has no custom proton, so no glorious egg roll or the various other... There is no wine tricks, proton tricks, no Lutris, none of it. This is strictly proton-enabled games. Click 2 buttons to enable proton in Linux. Then all I had to do was hit the big old blue install button and then the big green freaking play button. I wanted to show that Linux gaming is a thing and totally plausible from a wide variety of genres. And that this argument that Linux gaming sucks, no, it does not. Sure, it has its problems, but so doesn't Windows and Mac, just like everything else. So if you're a gamer and you want to try Linux, by all means, give it a try. The worst thing that'll happen is you decide to go back to where you can play anything and everything, be it on a Mac or a Windows machine. But this And the highlights that you saw and the sarcasm you saw is the highlights of what you can play on Linux. And it's a heck of a lot.